Okay, welcome back, students. I had to stop the video because it was getting too long. I did notice that problems 5 and 6 are create your own, so I am going to skip those two problems. Okay, let's do number 4 together. Studies show that a typical giant hummingbird can flap its wings once in 8/100ths of a second. So here's question number 1. While flying for 7.2 seconds, or 7 2/10 seconds, how many times will a typical giant hummingbird flap its wings? Okay, so let's go back to, can we draw something? I have a total here. I have the hummingbird is flying for 7 2/10 of a second. And the question's asking, how many 8/100ths? So how many 8/100ths are in 7.2 seconds? So when I look at this, I'm thinking in my head, I'm going to take a total of 7.2 and I'm going to divide that by 0.08 or 8/100ths. What we've been learning is that when we divide 7.2 divided by 8/100ths, we can also write it like this, 7.2 like a fraction, okay? Now, in order to get the decimal out of my fraction, I am going to multiply the top by 100 and I'm going to multiply the bottom by 100. That way, when this gets 100 times larger, I am left with 8. And when this gets 100 times larger, I'm left with 720. Now, looking at this, I can easily in my head see that 72 divided by 8 is 9, and then 0. Okay? So the question says, how many times will a typical giant hummingbird flap its wings in 7.2 seconds? It will flap its wings 90 times. That's a lot. Okay. Oh, shucks. This is what happens when you're live. Okay, last one. A ruby-throated hummingbird can flap its wings 4 times faster than a giant hummingbird. How many times will a ruby-throated hummingbird flap its wings in the same amount of time? Okay, well, let's see here. I'm going to reread this to see if I can get the information that I need. It says, a ruby-throated hummingbird can flap its wings 4 times faster than this one. So we know that it flaps 90 times. So we're going to take 90 times and we're going to do it 4 times faster. Okay, so we'll do some quick math here. 90 times 4 is 360. And then it says, how many times will the ruby-throated hummingbird flap its wings in the same amount of time? It will flap its wings 360 times in 7.2 seconds. That was easy. I thought it was going to be a hard one. We're going to have to do a whole bunch of multiplying and dividing of fractions. But the only thing they wanted is they wanted to take what this hummingbird, which is the giant hummingbird, take what he does in 7.2 seconds and make it 4 times faster. 4 times faster. Okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to post the answers for numbers 2 and 3. I want you working on numbers 2 and 3 on your own. And then you will be going into your homework and completing lesson 33. I will also be posting those answers so you can check your work. I will be live at 11 a.m. in Zoom to go over any questions you have with these problems. Okay, I'll see you then. Happy mathing!